Great start tonight for the Hoosiers. 21-0 start out of the gate. Showed a lot of maturity, focus, to not overlook a team and to stick to our game plan. And a great run to end the half, which kind of leaked into the second half. So two big runs led to an easy victory tonight. Really pleased with that first half. I told the team I didn't have a lot of negatives going into the locker room, but it was about getting better, and it was about ourselves tonight after we got that big lead, and talking about execution, talking about the game plan, and if we could stick to game plan, and just getting better, especially with the bench. Still wasn't a perfect second half. We got things to learn. But really pleased. We did not have 2 good days of practice leading up to this game after the Thanksgiving day off, and I wondered what it was going to be like coming in. They're a scary team because they dribble drive you and have a post player that was very highly recruited out of high school, and with the exception of Duke, have played teams well this year. So, again, really pleased with that first half. That was it had to be a fun half to watch for fans. It certainly was a fun half to coach in.
How much do you emphasize focus? At halftime, when you have such a lead like that, clearly dominated. How much is focus?
Absolutely, the whole topic is focus, and then you got to break it down. So we talked about 4-minute battles. We won all 5 4-minute battles we talk about and divide the game up in the first half, and we wanted to win all 10 and set a goal that we were going to reset the button every 4 minutes, and no matter who's in, no matter what time and score is on the clock, that we're going to try to win 4-minute battles. And we came out of that halftime and tied the first 4 minutes in the second half. So I had their attention in that timeout because we wanted to get back to winning 4-minute battles. But again, it becomes about you. And with a young team, that's not always easy. So I give the kids credit. But we wanted to do some things and practice some things in the game time situation that you don't always get to practice.
Did you sense, any letting up or stepping off the gas a little bit towards the end? I mean, you called the 2 timeouts late in the game. Did you sense any letting up late in the game?
Well, I didn't think we always executed to a finish. I thought we were running our stuff, but we turned the ball over there for a little bit in that stretch. We were fouling, after keeping them off the foul line in the first half, which was a big point of emphasis coming into this game. They got to the foul line a ton in the second half. So we had some things to talk about, and we did not finish the last big win well in the final 5 minutes, and we talked about finishing better. And it wasn't perfect, but we had a little bit more effort. We had a little bit more focus than the 5 minutes in the previous game. And I don't want the fans to leave after such a great game with any kind of bitterness in their mouth that we didn't finish as well as we started. So really challenged that second unit to finish as strongly as possible.
Coach, you talked before the season about really knowing where points were going to come from. Obviously, you've scored a lot of points so far. Do you feel more confident getting closer to Big Ten play in your offense?
I think we're averaging 79 coming into tonight and got in the 80s again. I think we've been in the 80s every game at home. So you would think the obvious answer is yes, and I need you to come to practice and you'd understand why I still worry about where points are coming from, because I know who's coming. I know we're getting ready to play, including Wednesday. And so I'm still concerned on a nightly basis how we're gonna score. But we have a lot of weapons, and we're playing up tempo. And I'm really pleased with our production right now. But we're going to play against better athletes. We're going to play against bigger teams. We're going to play against really, really good teams coming up. And so again, we're going to be challenged to score, and we've got to find ways to score in those games. So not completely comfortable, but can't complain. We're averaging now probably over 80 points a game.
How nice is it to see both Taylor and Larry firing on all cylinders?
Well, once again, how good was Laren Brooks in that first half? She was just outstanding. I can't say enough about her. And then Taylor Agler was more aggressive offensively tonight, which we really need her to be. She's such an unselfish kid, and she continues to get people involved. But she was much more aggressive offensively tonight and had a great first half. If we can get point production out of her with how hard she plays, it's just a really big bonus for us. It's a dynamic young backcourt, and certainly we have some big-time players that they're going to play against throughout the year, but got to be pleased with, their start of their career. Really happy with what they're doing.
How good of a tune-up was this for Virginia Tech? What's some takeaways you get out of the game?
Well, we got Thanksgiving behind us now. Now we get back into a regular routine. All week off. The hard part that you guys don't see is we had no male practice players all week because of the holiday. And so you're playing against each other. They're tired of banging on each other throughout this week. You can't get a lot of rest for them because now they're involved with every rep throughout every practice. And so they're dragging and they're tired, and and for the first time they're probably dying to have the guys back. And so now school starts again tomorrow. You're back into a regular routine. You got the athleticism of the guys. You got the ability to put them in practice and make you better, but also it gives you some much needed rest at times, and not just beating on them and wearing them down, that they're involved with every second of a 2 to 3 hour practice. So we're really looking forward to having the guys back tomorrow, back into a regular routine. I think they're confident. We're the lone unbeaten team in the Big Ten. We played the schedule that we have, and I'm not going to apologize for that. They've stepped up to every challenge. But Virginia Tech's going to come in here with one loss, is terrific on film, has 5 of their top 6 kids are international kids. They really understand how to play. They have all international experience. It's a really, really tough ACC challenge, and I'm appealing to the Hoosier Nation. We need a big crowd. We need home court advantage on Wednesday to get off to a really special start. It's a big game. It's a big measuring stick for us.
How difficult is it to get the girls in the recovered mindset, moving from the game today and then the weekend competitions coming against Virginia Tech?
I don't think they know. I think they're fired up. I think they understand what that game means. We won the ACC Challenge last year. We have an opportunity again. We have a big brand new standings board in our locker room that they get to walk by every day when they walk out of that locker room, and they're really excited. They're confident, and they want to play against someone that's really talented to see exactly where we're at. And so I think you're going to see a really fired up team walk into practice tomorrow.